Okay, another top 1% video for the first non-tutorial world. This one's theme is pre-builds. Jumping right in. So this level, you can't change the shape of the roads, which honestly for the pre-build is very annoying. If these roads were just a full arch and didn't have these weird dents on the side, you could do a lot better. I have this real janky looking thing. One wall brace on each side. And because these go down, I have wood that goes up. And then what you'd rather do, if you could, would just be under supports the whole way. So when you have a proper arch, that's when I'm just doing the under supports. And they all squeak across. Hello, boat. 22nd, top 1%. One of the few levels where we get to see this type of dangly road, where we have some dangling steel. The pre-build is this big diamond, so if you were to just build a normal road, that diamond would be in the center of it. Of course, who wants to build normal roads when you can build this? We also have this same setup here to try to stall this guy a bit so that only one dude will be on the road at a time. It's very effective. And it does barely work to have one of them on this side while the other's on that side, but yeah, it's a tough one to get working properly. Honestly, this part, just stalling the guy, is harder than making the rest of the road. Or the whole bridge portion. 11th place, top 1%. In this one, the pre-build is these things on the side. So if you make a normal road going out like this, you have two steel pieces which would naturally go here, and of course the mirror with your other roads. But I'm not making a normal road. Who wants to do that? What actually breaks the most in this build is this pre-built rope. This is the thing that ends up breaking the most. It is very finicky. And we're going. Yeah, you can see it wants to break there. 46th, top 1%. Definitely a level I could do better on. I have genuinely no idea what these ones are. And the gallery doesn't either. The gallery actually doesn't get much better than what I've got. I would be third in the gallery. This is basically the same. And this is like shaving $1,000. This level, the pre-builds are these roads, but you need to get to a checkpoint that this guy won't get there just going across. So you try to use these roads as supports as best you can to build roads that actually will get the checkpoint. This one's also very finicky. If you're trying to do this level, the biggest thing is when you make these, you want to make sure this guy's moving as smoothly as possible. Even if one of these two roads is breaking, if you try to move it out to make them larger so they're stronger, if it just makes him bump more, it's not going to work. So it has to be a very smooth transition across that. 7th place, top 1%. This level, they call it a pre-build, but the pre-build is a foundation. Say what you want. This golf cart is actually going to do something cool for us. We do also get to do, like you'll see, this road's just dangling there. Foundations do have collision. You can do a wall brace off of a foundation, which is neat. I like it. It's not just the static joint, it's also the wall. Like, I have some solutions where there's a car that's coming to crash down somewhere, and I put a foundation for him to crash into. Yeah, we have this janky build where we try to bring the bridges closer together, save some money. This golf cart is totally gonna fall over after he gets off of this. Totally gonna... Oh yeah, he just falls over. But then he just gets back up. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. 34th, top 1%. This level, these are the pre-builds. So if you had your roads going across normally, it would be like this. Then you fill in the rest of the road. Of course, I'm gonna go straight down to them to try to reduce the cost of supports. And we have, I think people are calling this the banana split bridge, because like this sort of thing is generally referred to as the banana bridge. But here we, instead of having it just go banana the whole way across, like this, and connecting it, we put a split in it. At least I'm calling it the banana split bridge. And I have this weird shape to the roads, just so there's no weird corners. Also, this guy doesn't have the horsepower to get up the bridge. He actually gets caught on this, but the other car comes and helps him along. It's so nice of him. This is 6th, top 1%. Another one where the roads are the pre-build. It's this weird that they're also all on the grid. Something I didn't particularly like about this choice of pre-build. It would have been nice for this to be a bit more of a curve. At this point a bit lower, this one maybe a bit higher, or this one a bit lower. But actually when this van comes and hits right here, it kind of hurts when he comes down. You'll actually see I've pulled this away from the wall, so this is going to make a bit more of a curve by adding a bit of leeway there. That one rolls down, and then we get a bit more of a curve than the level would normally give us, and that actually helped save some money on supports. 3rd place, top 1%. The monster truck level. Not too much to be said here. The one big thing to do when you're making bridges like these is if you just make the arch look kind of normal like this, this is gonna fold outwards. Yeah, that folds outwards. So you need to move the roads down a bit so that it can't fold outwards like that, so that when it pushes, it's pushing it the other direction. Why did that break? That was weird. All I did was undo. Alright. 8th place, top 1%. In this one... Yeah, the last level also didn't actually... It was just that top bridge that you can't change as the pre-build. In this one, this middle portion is the pre-build, so of course we have... this guy's going to be doing a bit of a jump at the end, and this road isn't connected, it's just hanging there. But it'll land just on that corner. Get some rope, some axes. This is like... I don't even know how to explain this. This is just weird. Just... It's what you do on this level. How else can you put it? 18th, top 1%. It's actually a fair number of people that did well on this level. Normally this part of the histogram's pretty short. This one, the pre-build is these, and the normal way you do this level is you just build a bridge across for this guy, and build a bridge across for this guy, and just, they'll push this out of the way. And they do both go at the same time, but I have something here to stall this guy, and of course we're going underneath these, using them as a support. There's also this funky road. And this cat trapdoor, and whatever the hell this thing is. And whatever the hell this thing is. This is so this guy does a jump and gets a bit further forward. So this guy can land on him. And this road actually is what helps this guy get up this hill. We'll watch it again without that road. and we'll see him get stuck. So this is all to make him fall properly, to get that guy far enough forward so that he's part of the ramp. And without that road, you just get stuck. But with that road, he gets it caught up under him like this and just slides forward the whole way. I had a Polybridge 2 solution on some dangling road level that used a tiny road like that to help dismount the bridge. Good one to remember. 13th, top 1%. So this one, the pre-build, obviously, all of this that you can't change, and you just need to jump to get there. This is like maybe the perfect example of why I'm not a huge fan of jump levels, is that it's so much tiny tinkering to try to shrink things down. And you get 4 roads on this level. I think my first solution, I only used 3 of them, and it was just something like this, you know. Well, maybe not quite like that. Maybe, let's see, maybe something more like this. But yeah, something where it's just using 3 of the roads, trying, hey, that was nice. And it just easily making that jump. And then you slowly try to whittle it down, and it gets very tough to get it down to this size. The roads need to be in such perfect positions, and then these end up breaking sometimes. 23rd, top 1%. It's a banana. The pre-build is you push this out of the way. You're a bulldozer. 21st, top 1%. This level is a pain to do this kind of a solution. So what's happening here, all of these roads and all of these roads down to here are pre-built. You get 3 roads, and I've got 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So normally, if you just put your 3 roads making a jump here, and you brace all of their pre-built roads really well, this guy goes down and jumps and gets his flag, and then this guy from higher up goes down and jumps and gets his higher up flag. But for budget, if this piece isn't here, these roads just fall on this guy and he gets stuck. With this piece, it bonks the ground there. It rotates and bonks the ground so that it can flip over him. Then he's gonna go, and he kind of bumps this platform to the right. Then this guy can just barely use it as a jump to get up to the flag. This one is way too much tinkering. I honestly just recommend you don't go for it. It's a lot. But 3rd place, top 1%. And yeah, not many people have gone for it. That is 3rd, and that's the world. That is World 3, the first non-tutorial world. And where have I finished through so far? I'm on this one. So I've finished this, and these few. But I'm also kind of going for number 1 on a few levels if it seems achievable, so that's why it's going slower. But I'll have some good bridges. Anyways, next one tomorrow.